Thought I'd make a little video on changing the water pump on my '06 Ram. Most of the videos I've seen said that you have to remove this whole fan shroud in the reservoir in the washer bottle, but on mine, maybe because it's a V6 and the engine was shorter, the only thing I needed to remove was this piece of the shroud, and it was pretty simple. It's just held in by 4 of these Phillips head screws from the back. I was using a Torx head for a while and I got 3 of them out. Couldn't get the last one, then I figured out that it was Phillips head. So there's just one here and then one down below and 2 on the other side here. So that was pretty straightforward. Had been having a water pump leak. Found out that really the only thing after getting everything out of there and replacing most of the parts, all I really needed was a new gasket under the water pump. But I'd already bought the parts, and since I had it all apart, I went ahead and replaced the pump. But it's got very little play in the bearing and spins easily. But long story short, the truck had 110,000 miles on it, so I went ahead and replaced the pump. I replaced the tensioner pulley down here, and was going to replace just the 2 pulleys, the idler and the tensioner, but I went ahead and replaced the whole assembly because it was only about 10 bucks more than buying the pulleys separately. However, the old tensioner seemed to be fine. The pulleys were running really smooth and quiet, no play. But again, I replaced it, and most surprising to me, I replaced the belt, and the belt I took off looks just like the new one after 110,000. So somewhat surprising. The water pump again was not leaking. There is a weep hole plug in there if the bearing goes bad, but mine was not leaking. So again, it was just the gasket, and I think that's about an $8 part if you buy it separately. I don't have much over 100 bucks though in the water pump. Well, maybe 150 in the water pump, tensioner, and new belt. So hope this is helpful and maybe keep you from taking this entire shroud off, at least if it works for your truck.